TOB Radio in the heart of Reading Town. The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Dumienu abo apahun simamienu pepepe adeshimama mimobibia kwapa e de baji obi TV and radio enso emre no enyaso se oman ene amahodo so nsem amensaka se ewia premto be kase egbe enei mitumi e de ebesomo ba bibia wo na wote menka enso etumi e de efri ensem no edoso yi ni obetie bi enso ni enei Supreme Court enso etimi ekwa asetena efa onimonyamfo ani dia ni Joe Wise Sebeya obetimi abeto aba wabere otinadwam as Speaker of Parliament no eno amede be somo emunchiremu nyina no etumi ebaye na ene yeda sorry yepe justice ani din enso ene Godfred Wodame ya wono enso ya Attorney General was a Minister for Justice wadi nsembebere na enso etimi atoja ede afa ho eno munchiremu ebetumi aba opanyina no eye private legal practitioner ediane Justice Abdallah wono so etimi ede nsem na ne kopie mu Supreme Court a wadi bi etwa so enso ho enum nso mu kiremu nyina betimi aba ene onimonyafo ne dia ne Joseph Oseusu Joe Wise sana dodo na ede frɛ no ono so ese na ni agiye pa se Supreme Court no enso etimi awuli ede asem ase ne no esimi adwene no enso etimi aba abonte enema ekonanim pa Haruna Idrusu enso Supreme Court nsensem na woni minority no ede nsem bebiri na enso etimi atoja emu kiremu ebetumi de aba ena no dwada no eni ni ne bnada so no na International Women's Day ye no ye de hu komo bebiri na atimi de brɛ na wabolgatanga Upper West wonom no anasa Upper East mansinim no ena ma ne ba yen say kan de free say Dr. Beatrice we are fear ade enso di nsem bebiri na etimi atoja wo chem se maya ya yesisu nufrum kukura miare no yenhwe na yenye hu agye mapa enso ho emunchiremu nyina no enso betumi aba wakwem na ne makonanim ade amaga na wefo enso ene atiefo nyina no wo honom saaso ne bebo hwi ni akopiem Ghana Meteorological Agency for enso enchen omuso di nsembebere na enso etimi atoja amuchem se ezi ade wo be se ne masimi kwa afia yesimu June enso ene July no ensu abeto no yenhwe animu se bebiri na enso betimi ate akwa kakra enso ho eno so mu nkiremu nyina no ebetumi aba wakwem na niema etimi akonanim ede amaga na hwefo ene etiefo nyina no enso ho na kwachi na de efe sika ene ode ye kwanche nso ade efe sika kro ya ana wotimi de akoto no de abafie eyenwuma ko bi adaroma ana omo so masne amakase igbe etumi aba wakwem na niema nso etima akonanim ede amaga na hwefo enso ene etiefo nyina no honom brefo travel and tour GOB multimedia Lucien phones and accessories Trust clothing enso account bi pa afa Genesis fashion designs and boutique no wano so summers ni bi na kasebo etimi aba wakwem na niema akọ enso ede amaga na hwefo ene etiefo nyina no honom na kasebo nya bi ahwe Facebook GOB TV and radio unsa betimi so aken live and clear enso YouTube wono ene ye GOB TV UK GH afi bore mo Instagram GOB TV and radio Twitter GOB TV and radio afi Commoding Ghana radio on so eno so ye GOB radio na www.tunein wonso no unsa betimi aken live and clear GOB radio afi okwa befo kwantempo fidie ni so a eno so www.gobtv.tv enso ya ye streaming live and clear enso etime de afru enema ekonanim ede amaga na wefo enso eni etiefo nyina no honom ya tintim yanka sebe enso etimegu abefu kwantimpo fidie nso a ubowrem news portal na gobnewsonline.com onsa betimi akabi no akenkan live and clear pa enso etimi ede amount enso ho midin ene Oheneba Appiah Kubi wo frame na sepe metumi ajusu yepa me na maje bre enya bre enso ede kasebo no emunchiremu nyina no etumi eba wakwem na niema nso etima akonanim ede amaga na hwefo ene etiefo nyina no enso ho mi twa me ho aba me bape kase ni nkiremu nyina no ebetumi aba wakwem
You are listening to GOB Radio in the heart of Reading Town. The station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned and I shall say and so the free attorney general and so akache na amane ba yen say kan e free attorney general ho and so HS opanyina eja en rada omotena adwam en so ewuli asema no e free mrahye bedwafie en so etime ba omo na aso no e ya de so de so bo so betime de amomo se ne mra ne se no mo de akọ na akopiem en so ewo oman yen court ba tan ya ne di any supreme court na Justice Saudo Mutimitina, asem ne so, no mo hwe ma ne ma so etimi ko nanim, ere ma Ghana hwefo nso ne atiefo nyina na eho no. Titru ne wona a wo mra hye bedwafie no. Enso any Justice Jones Doty, wono ana etimi elidi panel no. Enso ewo Supreme Court wo, afi su Justice Anene, enso etimi ekopiem bia. Justice Professor Kwati, ekopiem bi, enso ewo ho. Sasna Justice Mananma, enso etimi eka ho bi. Sasna Justice Anidi Anthony Johnson Lovelands, Justice Clarence, and so etimi kopiebi, Justice Emmanuel, womo Anthony a Justice for how do mutimi akwatena ase, ehye mrano, and so many penny na hu ze ampa, near aircon and so ye kama pa, and so a have no uye Joe Weiser, na so ye first deputy, na ye mrashebe nku andia, unya kopie mu pe ubetimi atwaba, decision making be ekosubian, unsu betimi de wadwen kire, and so etimi de aba. Ensem no enso etimi ye kama pa ede ema o manfo mo ewo Supreme Court titru no enso ani MPP fo no yo mo enya kopie mu enso mra hye bedwafie ehonum no na wosansem ya ho no ana attorney general ni diane Godfred Odame a osaye minister for justice no edi nsem bebre na enso etimi atoja ya wo chemu se niema betima konanim ede amagana ahwefo enso ani atiefo timamufo nyina na Supreme Court kasape eyade se wosi ehunu ni sampa eniema efri ono mo de mra enso ena ahye saso na papa ni din enso ni Justice Abdallah wono legal practitioner ya ono etabiri asemi ko piemu enso Supreme Court ono enya no honte ase ono sudi bi to a attorney general nsema na oka so ya wo James zesi ano se Supreme Court aka wono ono ene wan so beka se entesa enso eho yenko ne enkotie nsem no se ni attorney general Godfred Odame enso ni Justice Abdallah eri etuja.
Surprised because I'm a lawyer. I know that going to court, there are only 2 outcomes. It's not like a football game where there'll be a draw. There'll either be a win or a lose. But in this case, I think there's actually no one lost because I think the Constitution wins, the people of Ghana win, and this is the best decision that I think we should have had. It puts clarity on the law, despite the fact that some of the relief that I was seeking were not obtained. But there's a far-reaching decision that has been made by the Supreme Court today. To the extent of striking out portions of the standing orders, and this is very good for all of us. It's clarity on the rules of Parliament, and indeed
that is under which a member of Parliament loses right to vote. For itself, and so it is really for the controversy. It's also very important to know that in all jurisdictions around the world, whenever the Speaker of Parliament or a deputy speaker of parliament is a member of parliament. He always has the right to vote. In England, it's the same. In America, it's the same. In Australia, Canada, everywhere is the same. In Kenya, even in Africa, Kenya, South Africa is also the same. Whenever the speaker of parliament or deputy speaker of parliament is an MP, he never loses the right to vote. The right to vote is actually linked to the right to represent his constituency. Are we saying that on account of the person being a deputy speaker loses the right to represent his people when the major issue of national importance has arisen? I think the reason by the Supreme Court clearly is sound, is in accord with the practice in other jurisdictions around the world.
I'm not surprised because I'm a lawyer. I know that going to court, there are only two outcomes. It's not like a football game where there'll be a draw. There will either be a win or a lose. But in this case, I think there's actually no one lost. Because I think the people of Ghana win, and this is the best decision that I think we should have had. It puts clarity on the law, despite the fact that some of the reliefs that I was seeking were not obtained. But there's a far-reaching decision that has been made by the Supreme Court today, to the extent of striking out portions of the standing orders, and this is very good for all of us. It puts clarity on the rules of Parliament, and indeed, it makes all of us citizens. And I think I would probably use this opportunity to invite all of us to be participants in the democratic credentials of this country. We all have to play our roles to ensure that we get the best outcomes of our constitution. This is just one of the things that we'll be doing going forward to ensure that the difficult decisions in bringing the sort of cases to the Supreme Court for clarity to be put on some of the issues that borders on sometimes illegality are all put to the past. This is what we stand for, and this is what I am willing to I'm willing to do as a citizen of this country to ensure that our children and indeed our grandchildren live a better life in this country.
Entino unya kopiemu enso ewo attorney general any private legal practitioner any justice Abdallah enso any Godfrey Odami Akachi nsem no a ebeto dwa no ana metume de ama wo enso ehwa mu nsem na etime kama pa e de ama Ghana hwefuo nyina no enso ehwo na enu achi na etime ebopino ni monyamfo ani de ni Joseph Osewusu wono eyem na hyebedwani a wogina mu ema omanfo mo wo bekwai mensini ni mu wono an esai first deputy speaker of parliament now the same bebre na tuja wo chem se wono na ni agiye pa enso efa sene court no enso etimi ehye na wodi nsem awodo na enso etimi tuja efa ni decision na president teki e parliament e ko wie bone no na chire na akwa esa boxing bo enso e ma hyebedwa fi no yenkotie Joseph Osewusu nsem na odi tuja no enso ebi
se wo hwe o mine nhyehyɛ mu yemura kunu constitution no a obi a oye achame hina be de akire yemura hyebedwane nti ye kan mura hyebedwafo a otidwomu ose ye kan no ka ho se ye to aba otidwomu oso to aba ne bie kwan bebre so enne sede na medwene a me de tudwa emura me tie dwamu akinye ba ho no ehia te me de se eni ọma na chinye won hu no ọman court no Supreme Court no e de nchirichiri mu aba se no na abaye mra ebe ma yi nyina akwankyere kwa ye mfa so nye adwuma e wo fia. Well, I don't know what ruling that has gone against the minority in particular that they have not bastardized. It's embarrassing in my view. Even when they have gone to court and they have failed to provide evidence, they still call their own failure to provide evidence to support their claim as an aberration. They're entitled to their view. When it comes to legal interpretation, I really don't have hard feelings about them. We read the same language, but people interpret them differently. That is why there's often disagreement as to what is the meaning of A or B. Sometimes, how we have grown up, the things we have experienced over the years, influence how we interpret things. And so, when the final judgment is given by the body that has the power to do that, well, what other people think does not matter. What becomes the law is what is given by the body that has the authority to do that.
entinu mrashebe fie achi ame hina odi nkan ya ne dia ne Joseph Osewusu dodo na friend Joyce no ana yete ne nkan wa odi nsema wodo na enso etimi atugya edi amaga na hwefo nso ne etiefo nyina no ewo honom na papa na ekasa wie ya pe ana minority fo ya mu etitafo anaso mu panyi ene Haruna Idrusu enso edi nsembebre na atugya wo chem se ewem se Supreme Court aka asem ne de na mom ye na ye minority de ya adwen no ensheda ene no emfa bi asa because of article 102 any article 104 article 103 na enwon sem no sem Supreme Court no edi ruling ne babonte no ene ne boy bia kakra bi enso enwon sem na kwakoye bibi a sesi an ye kan sen ana ayeye enso eho na enso mo de omo ni hweka enso etimi de fa enwon sem no ekona nimpa Yanko tie minority led by Haruna Idrusu. Ninsamadi tu janu enswebi.
Ruling of the Supreme Court on the matter as to whether a person presiding as Speaker, consistent with Article 102 of the 1992 Constitution, which provides for the quorum, and Article 104 can exercise a vote whilst presiding. Our attention has been drawn to a very disappointing ruling of the Supreme Court of Ghana, which more or less amounts to a judicial interference in time-tested parliamentary practice and established conventions everywhere in the world, in civilized democracies, including the United Kingdom. The presiding officer's vote is discounted. So it's not for nothing that Article 102 provides that a person presiding shall have no original nor custom vote. The Supreme Court, to put it aptly, this ruling is judicial support for e-levy, nothing more. Judicial support for e-levy, for a struggling economy in distress, and judicial support for the restoration of a matter that they have said is constitutional, is repugnant to the provisions of Article 102 and 104. But what can we do? They are clothed with the mandate and authority to interpret the law. This is a travesty. This is a travesty of parliamentary justice and a step in the growth and development of multi-party constitutional democracy built on the spirit and principle of checks and balances. Is it not intriguing for us to hear, whilst we await the full reasoning of the Supreme Court, to hear them that, I'm quoting from one of the justices, that the quorum in Article 102 of quorum for Parliament for purpose of conducting business, we cannot see any material difference in the provisions of Article 104. But for their purposes, they have said that interpret 102 differently and separately from Article 104. They ought to know that Article 102, even the side notes, marginal note, says quorum of Parliament. For your purposes, can you imagine what will happen in Parliament while the first deputy is presiding? There is no second deputy speaker available who will preside to supervise him voting for our purposes.
Entino unya kopiemu enso ewo Haruna Idrusu eni dom kuma na kachia wamuna ngasa de court ruling no se nesimi bai no mbonyo so enso ewo mo de nsema hodro na timi atugya ere amaga na wefo enso eni etiefo no ewo ho na nsem na kona nimpa de amai na yento aso ewo kasebo no ensemfo furomu na no ebnada no eye International Women's Day a eno nsem na kwakoye manyi na ada ana jagana fo yes wo se ene march busumi yetimi de di nkomo de afa ma se ne mbesime siesie mu ana afekra no yare ahodo no enso etimi agina mu ede emamma ebi ene breast cancer na eno ana mami ani di ene Mrs. Doctor Beatrice we are fear ade enso edi sembebre na enso etimi atudwa wa bro ko pie mu wa asante achim bompata enso asante memu ase ya ehun sam na ekọ na nimpa mami enso president de ma breast care international unit no ana wode nkomo bebre ikoso ya wo kire mu sesesi an Ghana ni ba bia no wo ho anu abo ho ban ye pa every time no fo mu kokra miare no ade se wo ho ene yen wo ho na eniema bia wodo a wo ye enso betimi amu anya kokra miare ni bi afi krampo no wo ho anu a exame onufu ni kakra na wa we se ensesan bia mamu ana se ntem now the buy etimi ya hu adwuma ansa kra na bia edi fufuro so etimi asi na mo ma ne tena wa na didi umu chepe e ba ye ni option bia dan se ye betwa nufu enso e de afro Beatrice ade wiafe ensem odi tudwa no ebi
aye mo ene adwuma no aye ka se yenso ye wo asudie da ye so se kwan bi na abie aba se ye de ho hyemu mo mi enfa ye ho hyemu school bi na aba se se yetimi kobia ye kobi scholarship bi na ya te ho kan yenso yenko apply bi if say nia emema ye emma so yebetimi aye empo aye ama abroso ntino yemfa ye ho hyemu oman ne hyehye mu ene adwuma yebetumi aye no na ye nkyere se ampa omuma ye kwan a yetumi ye yentimi nka da biada se breast cancer ekokora yetu ase yenye hu ne deba ntiri yetimi nye primary prevention na fe ye hye nuanom ma inkran se wuhu esaye wonufo no ma na infant na fie enye baifo na yew enye ntoyare enye sunsun yare eye hospital yare obantem anufo no kra ye ntwa fi ho na ya ye operation yi de yare no ne eje no
enti eno achi no ana papa ni din enso ne Samuel Afane enso di zembebre na tuja ono country director erima Hunger Project Ghana no ana ne ono so din zem ni bitu aso awo chem se sia no wo man no niema bekoye pa na yoba no wasitena mbe yan akona eweso hu se ne obesima ye oniema enso etimedi afa yenkwatie country director the Hunger Project Ghana Samuel Afane
iti menye ye ena ye yare bi nso a eba wanhwe ne ye hunhu ne ntem wanhu ne ntem so na we charia ne dru stage bi a wanhwe ye ntwa onufu na akoda ne wuo eti enhu se bra ye didwuma eti se ye maada ne ebenya emma bebre abamu na e wo se ye pe wonum a e wonim difo doctor fo nim difo a wonmo sua de fa konufu kokram yare no na wo matimi abekasa a kire wo mu bisa anye bie kura ne nipa ba akompo yetimi nam so je nipa ba akonkwa em se ebeboa o man Ghana so
etiri yendi dwa kakra enso enfamra nsane atoa kase ne so e de amagana wefo nso ne atiefuo nyina no ewo ho eye Brefo Travel and Tour wasi tu kwan ne netu aka wo kina be ne umpewe na apede Brefo se ne memu amane na mema onya we mema hu enso ewo ho se nei bibi anso betimi akọ Fast and Furious e de amount obetimi aye bibi kama no akopiem enso ewa amanone na wadi ujuma eye wo mo na betumi aye enhu adwuma enso etime de ama hotel reservation wo ye flight booking ni nyina no ye wo Ghana mem na pese wuntu kwan enkopiem ewa amanone a na wo pete kita obetimi aboa wuntu kwan enfree Kumasi enkopiem mo nkran take it ni nyina no ye enhu adwuma isn't no visit your website now www.brefotravel.co.uk nani amako na nim enso etime amount ana betimi afre number we ana musini no enso UK Mountain so betimi no abonkomo +4420 80684974 +4420 80684974 na omwa oba Ghana mema nso ya na musini no enso e wa ha no wa Amoako junction meduma hono ma Bogarasta so e ofre no 054 ana 0554 304942 0554 304942 onu so betimi aboa na niema etimi akọ nanim e de amaga wo enso ewo ave kwa no trust clothing say na me kan show atare brand na opa hye o material and yan so afre no de be ma no apam ne kama enso et media ma ewo 0544096166 0544096166 na ontimi emu na ne ma so ntimi ko nanim enfa magana ahwefo ne etiefo nyina enso ewo afe GOB multimedia nso so yasne bi na kasebo enso etimi abawa kwen na ne ma so etima ko nanim pa enso ewo honom na GOB multimedia so per flyers and broadways awdo nyina no obetime di hujuma e di amount friend 0541108053 carpet nyina wo tonton bi wallpapers nyina no tonton bi a enema e ko nanim enso etumi e di ama no ewo honom afe so no unsa betimi akan life and electrical gadgets nyina no unsa betimi akabia eno no enso eye Leusen phones and accessories wono ana eboa ama nema nso etimi akọ nanim e di ama Ghana ahwefo nyina no enzo ewo ho na bibibia nso ekọ nanim pa e di ama Ghana enzo ewo ho na aha ene prebe makwan amakase ebo ni nyina no enzo etimi abawiye e di ama Ghana ahwefo ene etiefo nyina no medin ene Oheneba Appiah Apia Kubi aseda kese nkoma nwumaku o so masne enzo e di kase ebo yi etumi eba wakwam me sorry su nyankopon ya adoma nwuma no nsia no onsa ne mi hia na yemfa authentic news no entumi embro denkere January enzo betumi aba with GOB Pitch Avenue na nema nso akonanim e di amount me sorry so na dwumadi di wa to aso e di amai macro
Station dedicated to the black community news, education and entertainment. Stay tuned.